So this is the bike that we're gonna be working on. It looks just like a Honda Grom. I don't know what is the name of this thing, Josiah?
It's a clone of Bintelli. It's 50cc. It's gonna be very easy to work on. All we're doing is carburetor, airbox delete, new spark plug. Other than that, let's get into it.
Yeah, sounds about right. So this is what the dash looks like. It's got all your kill switch. It's got hazard lights, horn. It's got the automatic start. It's got the headlights, high beams, turn signals. So it's street legal, 50cc, and we're gonna be replacing this.
They do come in 150cc too. So if you want that, go check it out. It's just $200 more, honestly. If you don't find a good deal like I did, and buying it brand new, go ahead and get that 150cc.
Sounds about right. Well, let's jump into this build. So the first thing he's gonna do is loosen the throttle cable. It's a 12 millimeter. So this is how the throttle cable slides out.
Take it off the throttle piece, slide out the throttle cable from this notch, and then your little nudge is gonna be in here. You should be able to just pop that out. Like so. Got this cable off. Next, we're gonna take this airbox hose off. All you need is Phillips, of course. Screw left, loosen that hose clamp. Once you got that hose clamp loose, pull it right off. Slide the
airbox hose off.
Find in some scissors. Fuck that shit ass piece. Pull the front hose off.
These are a little weird angle, so if you have a smaller screwdriver, don't be difficult like me and use the big one.
Alright. Start off. Get the whole thing off. You don't have to technically take the electric choke off. You could just unplug it. You're gonna unplug. Hold on, hand me that new card.
This is what came in the box. Air intake carburetor right here, brand new. It's actually a racing carburetor. He just upgraded the ECU on it.
Look at all these little chicken heads, bro.
Oh man, look at this guy. What's up, Jake?
Look what the cat drug is.
Just unplug this one right here. And then just pull that clutch cable all the way down.
That cable is connected to hella zip ties, so you're gonna want to cut those and not the red wire.
If these work though.
There is the cable.
Shit, why not? Because he's just trying to figure out his hole.
Sits in here. All you need is a flathead again. It's gonna be tight, just break it loose. Unscrew.
We hit a puddle and then where my car intake was, that bitch took in a whole lot of water. A whole lot of water.
So they got an RSS.
They got an RSS, yes, type S. But look it up, that damn type S is right. But like, that damn TSA is hot though.
One fuck. Hose melted. Yeah, the hose mad at me. So
Hose man.
all you gotta do is cut them off.
Is it? You bring it here. The hose. The hose. Put it in the my grabbers.
Stop it from leaking.
Yeah.
Alright. Keep this bolt. Get that hose out. I think she's empty now. Now we're just gonna slide this on.
That's the front intake.
Once that's on, you can go ahead and screw this clamp down with Phillips. I told you guys it's gonna be very easy.
Again, if you got a small screwdriver, use it. Don't do like me. I'm just lazy.
Go ahead and plug up your electronic choke. Just route it back up here. Alright, now that you routed up your electronic choke, plug it in from where the old one was. Snaps in like that. Do a good tug, make sure it's secure. You can go ahead and zip tie this, but for testing purposes, we're gonna leave it unzip tied for now. Go ahead and insert your throttle cables like this through the hole. Make sure the bolt is on one side. Go ahead and slide it through like so. And you can go ahead and hand tight this on and just come back to it and tighten it later with 12mm wrenches. Go ahead and slide. You're gonna go ahead and slide into her DMs. If you can get her in there. If you can get into the DMs, that is. There we go. Alright, you're in the DMs now. Alright. Go ahead, tighten this up with your 12mm. Should just be enough for me. So right here where this hose is, since this is an airbox delete, there is this clear piece right here on the carb. On a brand new carb. Take it off. Gonna go take this hose off by removing this clamp. Just push it in. There goes my phone. It's an iPhone, so I know it's cracked. Slide this piece on just to block it off. If I can. This hose right here. Go right here. Slide it on. That shit was nice and loose. Slid in real nicely. That felt pretty good actually. Alright. Is this the old one? No, it's not the old one.
Probably a dump. If it gets flooded, it'll dump it.
Oh, yep. That's the dump. Box, wasn't it?
Yep.
This was on the airbox. You don't need it. You can just go ahead and pull it. And again, if you have one of those extra ones, go ahead and cut it off. But could do also twist it, set it inside like so, and that shouldn't really affect anything. All right, next, go ahead. Remember that bolt I told you to say? Go ahead and hand tighten it just a tiny bit. This isn't a clamp down here. We'll just slide it through. If it's stuck, just use WD-40. Go ahead, get your air filter. Remove the protective cap and make sure nothing gets in there.
what it'll look like when it's all in and good to go.
So everything's done with the carburetor. We're about to change out the spark plug. Let's go ahead and make sure it starts with the old spark plug oil through that carburetor. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna unplug the cold pack from the spark plug, put the key in there, turn it on. All I gotta do at the start, go ahead and let it pump. Don't want to flood it.
Keep on.
Try to get it down to 1.5 speed max. That, you just don't do that by looking for your eyes.
So it makes it quiet and loud. So we're gonna try to fix the bolts, but we gotta heat the bike up first. So just gonna drive it around a little loud and replace those screws. But yeah, that's how to put a carburetor and a spark plug on one of these Chinese bikes that are made very kind of good, actually. I do recommend it. If you don't have your driver's license, you can still drive it on the street. You can register it as a vehicle, put insurance on it, whatever you want to do. So I think it's a really good option. The bike is not that big and it's not that small. I can do a more in-depth review on that once we get it put back together. But he just wanted to have the racing capabilities and make it go a little bit faster before we do a ride along in general. So definitely stay tuned and we'll see what happens.